So Phil Sitter is the founder and CEO of RepeatMD, a fast-growing software company. He has been featured in Forbes and Bloomberg and has won multiple industry awards. Please help me welcome Phil Sitter.
All right, folks. We're going to get rock and rolling today. How to build and sell a profitable membership program. This is going to be high impact, high value, because the goal here is to meet you wherever you're at. So some of you might have a membership program that you want to sell more of. Some of you might be interested in starting a membership program. I'm going to ask that here in a second, so get poll ready. I know this is one of the very last talks, Saturday. My God, a little excess last night, maybe again tonight. We're starting to feel it. I'm about 6 coffees in, can barely see straight, need a little martini. But anyways, we're going to talk about how to build and sell profitable membership program. And as John was saying, we are RepeatMD, the fastest growing software company in health tech today. Okay, we've done a million patients, 3,000 practices. We've generated over $950 million in revenue. Half of that revenue is through membership sales. So we get to do a lot of pattern recognition, right? We get to see what's working, get to share that with you today. So again, we're going to add a lot of value today. I'm excited about this talk. This is the talk I've been actually most excited for. We're multiple award winning and we work with incredible partners. But while you're here today, we're going to talk about first why memberships, okay? I think the why really matters because if you're selling memberships, we're going to compel you to sell more. Okay? We're also going to talk about 3 membership definitions you have to know. If you're going to be in the membership business, you got to know the definition, you got to know the rules of the game. All these definitions and understandings of what make compelling and valuable memberships is going to matter to you, especially if there's some sort of outcome you're after. That outcome could be selling to private equity, that outcome could be franchising, that outcome could be making a legacy business, just an incredibly profitable business. There's also a 4th outcome, which is just not being a prisoner to your business, okay? Many of you, especially top 100 injectors, are a prisoner of your own success because the moment you make that list, who do they want to come see? You, right? They want to come see you. And the nice thing about memberships is we're going to have the ability to create a recurring model, a business that you never have to start at zero again, okay? And we'll talk about enterprise value and why that matters. We'll talk about the best memberships. I'm just going to give you some incredibly hot memberships, not only in terms of profitability, but also in terms of that your patients actually want to buy. So you'll be able to just take that as a gift from us to you. And what you can do to sell more memberships today. Just quick hits. What do our most successful clients do? Maybe one's right for you, maybe many. Maybe you can revolutionize your entire membership program today. Does that sound good? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. All right, let's go. So why memberships? Okay, first and foremost, retention. Getting your patients to come in more often, right? Do the math. They come in 3 to 4 times for injectables. How about they come in every single month for your memberships or every other month? Right? Get your patients to visit more often. Increasing retention, increase profits. Think about how much money you are spending acquiring new patients. Some of you buy new devices because you think you're going to acquire new patients. Some of you are willing to drop $500,000 on a device just because you think you're going to bring a new patient, right? So having memberships, get them to come in more often, okay? Members of loyalty programs, and this is just generic with memberships, it's even more compelling for your industry, they spend up to 20% more. I'm going to show you some memberships that they spend a hell of a lot more than 20%. And you'll see that today, okay? And memberships and loyalty programs boost conversions up to 15%. I'm going to also show you a way that we can boost conversions even higher by introducing membership-based pricing. I call it death to the discount. You should never be discounting your services. You should always be providing membership-based pricing, okay? Special pricing. We'll talk about that, okay? Memberships are everywhere. You, I, everybody, we're involved in some type of membership. This is the way that many people budget. This is the way that many people have affordability. They're everywhere. You got to hop onto the trend. And the question for you all today is show of hands who's selling memberships today. Higher so I can see. Okay, so that's great. So it looks like more than 50% of the room. I've been doing this for the last couple years, and it was like 30%, then it was 40%. Now it looks like about 60%. So My goal today will be to help you sell more. Anyone in the room sell more than $100,000 a month in memberships? You? One? Anybody else? Two? Okay. Wouldn't it be nice if everyone in this room after this talk was selling 100,000 a month? Yes? Yes or no? Yes. All right, let's do it. Okay. 3 membership definitions. If you're going to be in the membership game, if you're especially selling 100,000 a month, you better know the definitions. This is what I call rules to the game. First of all, MRR, monthly recurring revenue. What is your monthly recurring revenue? You probably have that number, okay? Number 2, that times 12 is your annual recurring revenue. How much are you doing in ARR? Why am I telling you these definitions? Because at some point you're going to be asked. At some point of success, whether you do private equity, whether you scale your business, whatever, these are the things that you're going to want to know, because if you know, then you can actually value your business appropriately. If you don't know, and I'm PE, guess what I know? You don't know how to value your business. So you're going to want to learn these definitions, okay? Churn rate, the percentage of members that cancel per month. Here's the scary thing about churn. If you have 100 members, 10 cancel. You have 120% churn rate, okay? If you have 100 members and 10 cancel, that's 10%. 10 times 12 is, anybody know? 10 times 12? 120. We passed high school, okay? 120%. So you're going to want to be careful on churn rate, and why you're going to want to be careful is, yes, you might sell memberships, but what if people are canceling at a rate that's not retaining them? Then you're going to have to resell everybody every year, every month again, and some of you have been through that cycle, okay? Let's talk about why it matters. How memberships affect your enterprise value. Enterprise value is the valuation of your business. Question. Of businesses never get sold. What % of businesses never get sold? They put up the for sale sign, they try to find a buyer, we have boomers retiring, they're trying to sell their business. What percentage? Anybody have a guess? 80? That's a great guess. Anybody else? 60? 87%. I know we live in this fantasy world of, oh, if we wanted to sell our business, we could. Chances are, if you look at the room, 87% of you cannot. Guess who can? The 3 folks in this room that have $100,000 a month in recurring revenue, I bet you they can sell their business, okay? Because it's not built off them. If your business has a strong MRR base, you get a 2 to 3 times greater valuation. I don't care if you want to sell or not. It's not about selling your business. It's about making sure that you have the most valuable business so you get options. We all want options. We don't want to just fly Spirit. We want to fly whatever, okay? That's the reality, is we want to make sure that you get the highest valuation. So just in case you have a change of heart or you want to do something different, we can get the highest valuation. Let me show you the impact. Practice A and practice B. Both of them are going to do $3 million in revenue. They're just going to do it a little differently, okay? Just a little differently. $3 million revenue. All of that $3 million is non-recurring, one-time sales, okay? And coming in 3 times, 4 times a year for Botox is not recurring, okay? 20% net margin. They make $600,000. Healthy net margin, $600,000. That's a great business. 4 times the multiple, $2.4 million enterprise value, okay? They wanted to sell. They have an opportunity, $2.4 million business, $3 million in revenue. It's a great business. Practice B, $3 million. 2.46 in one-time sales, 20% net margins, 4 times earnings. That values that part of their business 1.6. Are you ready to see the difference? Yes. All right. 540,000 recurring revenue, a little bit over 40,000 a month. Watch this. 6 times ARR. Remember ARR, annual recurring revenue? We get to use the top line, $4.9 million value. Now the question you might be asking yourself all of a sudden is, well, why, Phil? Why is this business worth so much more? Well, let's get into it. Predictable revenue. Ask yourself a question on the other side of the table. Would you prefer to buy a business that has one-time sales, or would you prefer to buy a business that has predictable revenue? One-time sales or predictable revenue? Predictable revenue. If you wanted to buy the business, you would want to buy a business that has predictable revenue, okay? Members spend more. They visit more. It's a more valuable business, okay? And an increase in lifetime value. Many of you, when you get to that table, we're going to be talking about lifetime value when I wanted to buy your business, or if you were in that case. We're going to talk about how old are your patients, how often are they visiting, because we're going to do an LTV calculation. And memberships drive that calculation, okay? So now let's move on to the next chapter, which is the types of memberships. There's so many memberships. Let's talk about the types. Let's talk about the best-selling memberships, and then give you some examples of those. Does that sound good? Okay. Here are the types. You've got a toxin membership. You've got a beauty bank. You've got tier-based memberships. You have treatment-specific, okay? You've got weight loss memberships. Toxin, beauty bank, tier-based, treatment-specific, weight loss memberships. Treatment-specific, I would consider that like a BTL medical gym, a specific item that people continue to do, almost like a maintenance plan, okay? But these are the types of memberships. Let's talk about the best-selling ones. It's not enough just to have memberships. It's about what are the memberships that patients want to buy, right? Why sell something that's not selling, right? It's defeating for you, defeating for everybody in your staff. Let's make sure we sell what people want to buy. Number one, top selling memberships by revenue generated. Most amount of dollars through the door. Weight loss. It's hot. Maybe the hottest. Actually is the hottest. Okay, weight loss memberships. Okay? Top selling memberships by patient satisfaction and retention. What do people like the most and where do they not cancel? Because you can have the highest revenue, but if people cancel in 3 to 6 months, it's a little different. So you're going to want to balance that with retention. Tier-based memberships. Why tier-based? Because variability. The option to try something different. I don't want a facial membership. What happens if I don't want a facial that month? I cancel. What happens if I don't want a facial for 2 to 3 months? I'm going on vacation. I cancel. We don't want churn. We don't want cancellations. Okay? So tier-based memberships based off variety, trying things in your practice that they might have not tried before. Okay? And then top selling memberships by enrollment, so that's demand, is Tox. Okay? That's how we're gonna drive enrollment. It's also the cheapest membership, but I will say, and I think it's in the deck, if not, I'll make sure to say it, these memberships are ruining your business if you're doing them wrong. Because many people have Tox memberships and they're losing their ass off of them. They have no fucking idea that they're losing, and then they wonder where all the money is at. We'll spare you from that today. We'll show you a way to make that one of your best memberships. Okay? Now let's talk about real successful memberships. First tier, and you can just take a photo of these and then you can meet with your team and decide if they're right for you. Silver membership, gold membership. I'm not gonna go through the details, I only have 12 minutes, and I got more than 12 minutes to say, I always do. They usually bring out the stick and kick me out. One nuance on this, and I talked about this earlier today. One nuance of this, do you see where it says the value? 2,300 in value, 4,600 value? There's a key there. If you're going to make sure that you sell these memberships and they are at a discount, right? You're adding value to your patients, you gotta let them know the value. 99 times 12 is 1,200 is a $2,300 value. I can start doing the math and I emotionally want it, but I can close based off logic. This makes sense for me to buy. Then you've won. When someone says, you know what, this makes sense to buy, the job's done, okay? Real memberships. The results, their non-members spend $1,609 a year. Their members, $4,000, okay? You know what we talked about just in general? Memberships, they spend more, 20% more, 40% more. Well, in this exact case, it's 250% more, okay? They're coming in more often, they're being introduced to services. You can take a look back at that membership and see where we're steering them in. Real membership example, Tier and Tox. Take a look at this, okay? $199 a month for a beauty membership, then $450 a month for a beauty and wellness membership. Now, the nuance here is it's Tier and Tox. Why is that important? Because I can redeem one monthly, so there's variability, there's variety, it keeps me engaged, and I get member-only pricing right there on Dysport, Botox, Daxify, and fillers. And then member-only perks. This is a great retention-based program. They're gonna spend more money. They're come in more often. Now look at this, $450 a month. Who in the room is selling a membership for over $400 a month? Raise your hand. Over $400 a month. 3 or 4 people, folks, go home and create a $400 a month membership. We had Dr. Geyer on our Med Commerce webinar. Actually, I have her membership on here. It's $450 a month. She sells over $100,000 a month, and it's the only memberships she sells. People will buy expensive membership programs. You don't need to be afraid to do it. You just need to be confident that you have a kick-ass product and get people some kick-ass results, which I'm sure you're confident on that. Okay, the results, non-member, $1,300 a month, and then the average member for them to spend $6,000 a month. The difference of that, their members are spending 442% more. I hope you took a photo of that last slide because I actually sell more of the more expensive one. Okay? They're selling a whole lot more. You don't need to go into the acquisition farm and spend all this money on marketing, buy the new hottest device. You don't need to do all of that if you can just get more memberships, more members, more money, and they spend a lot more. Do more with what you have and then start building from there. Okay? Beauty bank with benefits. Beauty banks are incredibly popular. Okay? The dollars, 99, 149, 199, that gets banked. Beauty banks, folks, just in case you don't know, it's like a beauty savings account. Why do beauty banks exist? Well, the reason why they exist is $200 a month goes under the radar. Goes under the husband radar. Okay? $200 a month, $2,000, $4,000, the sirens are going off. What did you spend? What did you buy? $200 a month, boom, just right in there, beauty savings, beauty bank, and deploy it, okay? Now, the difference of why this is so successful with them, and you'll see why, is, again, membership-based pricing, right? Opportunity for them to drive other sales, okay? Opportunity to retain them, okay? The results, in 12 months, $108,000 of monthly recurring revenue. It's a client of ours, $108,000, $1.3 million in ARR, okay? Remember those definitions? Monthly recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue? This is Dr. Geyers, and when I mentioned she was on her MedCommerce webinar, sold over 100,000 now, I think 8 months in, but wait till you see what she did in the first 2 weeks. Okay, $4.99 a month. Redeem all monthly. And then perks, member only, okay? Hers is weight loss, and what she decided to do is why not make it easy? Comes with the body scan, comes with the visits, come with the injections, come with the medication, etc. She makes it easy. On our YouTube, we did publish the MedCommerce piece. Dr. Geyer is, I think, the first person to talk. I would suggest if you want her words, exactly how she did this, to go check it out. RepeatMD on YouTube, you'll see it. MedCommerce webinar, okay? In 2 weeks, $12,500, $150,000. We checked in on her. She's now doing over 100,000, over $1 million in ARR. Okay, weight loss memberships. I'll leave 7 ways to sell more memberships today. Anybody want to sell more memberships? Yes. Show of hands. All right, let's go. 7 member-only pricing. Offer discounts on high-dollar treatments only with the purchase of a membership. I said death to the discount. That's what I mean. You should not be discounting. You can do promotions for Mother's Day, etc. But if somebody wants a better deal, that's for your members. Member-based pricing, membership-based pricing, right? Our members get preferred pricing. A company called Restoration Hardware, high luxury, okay? You don't think of Restoration Hardware and think of discounting, but if you go to their website today, you'll see that $14,000 armchair, but then you'll see membership-based pricing, right? And so high luxury retailers use it to your advantage, but no need to discount unless they become a member, and then boom, you can sell a membership that day, okay? Offer sign-up rewards. That very day, offer a reward for signing up, right? You can use technology to do it. Boom, I sign up today, I get XYZ, okay? It's that little logic, that little incentive to go today. Display savings and value. We covered this already. Many of you, I'm sure, don't show the savings and value, and if you do, fantastic. Make sure to continue to do that. If you don't, you should start, okay? A membership party. Exclusivity. I look at all the purses in the room and I say, exclusivity sells, right? People go buy things to feel exclusive. If you're not doing a membership party for Christmas, if you're not rolling out the red carpet, if you're not giving champagne out, if you're not raffling a Louis Vuitton bag, okay? If you're not making your memberships special, if you're not giving people FOMO, there's an opportunity there. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. Member for a day promotion. If you want to leverage the value of being a member with membership-based pricing, and you want to run that into an e-com promo, you could do 2 days of member-only pricing so they know what it feels like to be a member. It'll help you sell a lot of one-time sales, but also create greater awareness, okay? Membership milestones. You want to keep churn low? Why don't we give a reward at a milestone? 6 months, you get this. 12 months, you get this. 24 months, you become this. You see how retailers and the biggest brands in the world use these things on us every day and they make billions of dollars? I think we should do the same, okay? First month free or 50% off. This one's a little aggressive. I get why your CFO or your accounting might say, what? We're giving a free month of membership or 50% off? If you have a great piece of technology, okay, something that can keep those cards on file recurring, you would be shocked how many people get the first free month and then continue to pay. I'm one of those people. You're one of those people. We've all bought something and just let it roll over. Okay, there's an opportunity for you to do a 1 month free or 50% off the first month membership, to sell the membership, especially January. Okay, start the new year right, boom. You do that, and then all of a sudden you have a huge enrollment. You will definitely have people cancel, no question, that's a promotion. You might have 30, 40, 50% of people not roll over, but there is an opportunity to create massive awareness and sell more memberships. The bonus download without a QR code, I can't transport those to you, not telepathically yet. So if you come by our booth, we can give you the bonus download. We give you a QR code to do that. What I'll do with AM Spa, I'll try to just send it out to everybody. I'll talk to Natalie about that because I want to make sure that you have this, okay? And I'm sure, and we are recording this, and we'll put it on our YouTube as well if you want to go back and share with your team. I want to thank you for your time today. I know that it's already Saturday, getting late. Thank you for your attention. Hope you found this valuable. And that's it. Thank you.